Okay, making some orange powder. What we're going to do, what we're going to attempt to do is peel some oranges. I am really terrible at using my hands, and I'm also really terrible at using the peeler. So go ahead and laugh at me right now. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to take my peels and put them on the tray just like this. Not worried about how thick they are. I'm just trying to get a good chunk. I was going to do orange slices with these, but I probably won't now that I think about it, because it's going to be hard to get decent slices with without the skin on there. So what we'll do is I'll peel this one and I'll show you, and then we'll by hand, I'll peel this one by hand, and then we'll peel the other one with the peeler and see which one I'm the most useless at. I reckon it's probably going to be same. I don't have a lot of strength in my hands, so peeling anything is kind of a little awkward. Alright. Okay, so let's see if we can peel this one. I started that one, so let's see if we can... Yeah, no, it's not going to happen. These are also pretty old oranges. I've got to say. They are pretty old. Yeah, no, that's not going to happen. No, I have even less strength for that, so let's not do that. So what we're going to do is we're going to dehydrate all of this. So take all of the liquid out. And then when it's done, we'll grind it down into a powder and use it in soap. And orange powder looks fabulous because it leaves lovely speckles that will probably go brown. Just be aware of that. So there you go. I'm not doing any more because my hand hurts. Ta-da! Okay, we're going to do basically the same thing with the orange peels. Just going to go for the smaller pieces, I think, because they'll be more dry. Oh, now this smells amazing. But yes, I left these on for 10 minutes instead. 10 minutes, 10 hours. Which, I mean, they probably could have gone longer. But they seem alright. I guess we'll find out when it starts to break up whether or not. See, that one doesn't feel super dry. Oh, that one does. Okay, let's try that much and see how it goes. Oh, no, don't do that. Oh, nice. Look how yellow it is. It's so pretty. Oh, that's kind of a nice and awful smell. What I'm going to do is I'm going to have a look and see the difference between just doing it in that and just doing it in this. There's definitely a huge difference between these two. Let me pour them out on some paper and show you. You definitely see this is a lot finer, this is a lot bigger. So that's really interesting. Now I have all of this. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put all of this in my container. And then I might break down the rest of it and then run it through this again. I'll put this in here, see what happens. Oh, it's a weird smell. It's kind of nice and it's kind of not. Hello lovely people. I thought I had all my ducks in a row and then realised I don't have a mould. It's okay. So, I have a couple of different, there's a lot of different recipes in the new soap book, but I thought what we might do today is do a little mashup of a bunch of different things. So I've got jars and all sorts of things going on. So we made some orange powder, if you remember correctly. Oh, that doesn't smell good. It's this weird thing. It kind of smells good and it kind of smells disgusting. So we have that. I also have this disgusting smelling juice, which is called Ginger Ninja, which I thought was lovely because I used to call my ginger cat Bugs, I used to call him my Ginger Ninja. And this has got carrot, apple, ginger and turmeric in it. So, but no orange, which I'm an idiot. Doesn't matter. Yeah, anyway, so I thought what we could do is we could use the orange powder because we were using what I thought was orange juice, which is not. Because we're going to be replacing all our... Wow, this is starting off well, isn't it? We're replacing all of our liquid with juice. We use it, although using a 1-to-1 lye ratio. So not all of the liquid, all the remaining liquid other than the lye. So we're going to be replacing that with this juice. And there is a recipe in the soap book called the juice bar, which does this. But then I thought we could also add in the orange powder and we could also use some turmeric powder because this juice has turmeric in it. And we're going to fragrance it with, orange seems pointless now. Apple probably be better. Doesn't matter, it doesn't matter, we'll just use the orange. I'm going to use orange, this orange from Range Products because it's honestly, it's a gorgeous scent. This will send the batter a little bit yellow even when it's when it's cured, which I don't mind because this is going to be funky coloured anyway. I don't even know. But what I thought we might do was we might halve and halve it, and we might put, in half we might put some orange powder and in the other half we might put some turmeric, and we'll do a layered soap and see what happens. That's the plan anyway, but because I'm using juice as a liquid replacement, this may just like go too quick and I may not be able to do that. So I thought I'd just tell you what I had planned so that if I have to panic soap, you'll know what I'm doing, but I'm just doing it really quickly. Okay? Alright, so I do not, let's put, you know what, I'm going to do this different because the other two that I've just done, I didn't put the liquid in before I put the lye in. So this time we're going to put the liquid in because this is what I would do with a goat's milk soap, is I would put the liquid in first. Now of course this is oils and oil and water basically, so they're not going to mix it together really. But what we're going to do is we're going to give it a bit of a whiz. Wait, that is very slippery. And it can just pretend that it's incorporated. It's actually not. If you left it long enough, that will just separate back out. Once we put the lye in, however, everything will emulsify and it will not split back out. So let's do that. Now when putting lye in a jug like this, you should always scrape it out and get all of the lye out so that you don't mess up your measurements. I find it easier and more accurate to put my oils and the container all on the scale, tear it out and then pour my lye in, just because I know for sure that I'm getting an accurate measurement of my lye. So this should be interesting to see. I haven't made a juice soap for ages. Ages. Alright. So I know that the orange fragrance will probably slow down trace a little bit. It does tend to do that. So I'm not overly worried about trace, but because we will have to stick blend the orange powder and the turmeric to make it not be too chunky, this will have to be stick blended in those containers. Alright, so we'll just give that a you can see there's still some unmelted-y things down in the corners. I'll get those out, make sure that they're all incorporated when we give this a quick zhuzh. Alright, so let's give this a whiz and we'll get stuck in. Alright. Now it doesn't really matter if this is fully incorporated because we are going to do some more stick blending. So for now, I'm just going to take the stick blender out. There's a bit of vanilla from the last soap. I'm not surprised. I'm also not worried. Alright, so we're just going to scrape that down. Yeah, it still needs a bit more mixing, but like I said, we're going to have to mix, so that's fine. I do believe these get pretty full though, so I have to be careful. Oh no, not as full as I thought. Now this should be an interesting soap to see what it does with like the turmeric in one layer and the orange powder in the other. I mean, the orange powder probably won't colour the soap at all, but the turmeric definitely will, and because I'm putting it in now, it's going to go speckly, but that was one of the reasons why I'm putting it in now. Just get that mould ready, just in case we have to panic. Alright, so let's put this in. Let's make sure we got... It's a weird smell, very weird smell. Put that in there. I'm going to put a good amount in there, and for the turmeric I'm probably going to put... These things, oh stinky, these things are bigger than a teaspoon, so that's probably maybe a teaspoon and a half. I could measure it, but oh, who cares. Alright, so let's give them both a bit of a quick whiz and see what happens. Not very much. I think we'll see a nice change in this one though. Whoa! Got carried away and said, oh, the speckle is beautiful! The speckle is beautiful! Oh yes! Oh, that's so nice. Turmeric soap is just so pretty. It really is. It's probably one of my favourite natural colorants. Just like, I like orange and yellow anyway, but just the speckle, it's just so pretty, and this bench is just so dirty. Can't take it. I can't take it, guys. That orange powder smells really bad. To tell you, it smells really bad. So bad I'm putting the lid back on. I really like that. I want to do all of it like that, but I'm really keen to see what, like, it's got really pretty orange speckles in it. I don't know if that will focus. Yeah, look at that. If that looks like that and doesn't go brown, it's going to be so pretty. Alright, let's just half and a half. Actually, we're doing layers, aren't we? So I could have probably stick blended this in. Should we do layers? I mean, this is still super fluid, which I'm stunned by considering we used juice as a water replacement. Like, how well is this behaving? What's going on? I'm scared. I'm so scared now. I'll come back to this and it will be just solid. It is playing really well. So there you go. So that juice, it stinks. I wouldn't drink it. I'm not a fruit juice drinker either though, so especially not carrot, apple, ginger and turmeric. I'd probably I don't really like carrot juice very much. I like apple juice. It's got to be green apple, so it's got to be tart. Okay. It's not even warming up. Like, this is so liquid. What the hell is going on? I want to do layers because I want to see what the two different soaps do. But I've just done 4 layered soaps. I don't know. It's too liquid to do anything with right now. Wow. Well, what we will do before we do anything is make a smell me for the market. So I'm just going to just do this. Because it doesn't really matter what this one looks like because it's more for smelling purposes. Okay, just standing here wasting time. No, I do. I want to see what it looks like. I don't want to do another layered soap, but I want to see what this looks like. So. Oh, it smells amazing. Oh, that's still not thick enough. Not really. Oh dear. It will definitely be interesting to see what the orange powder does. Like I said, I've never used orange powder before. I don't think I have. Certainly not orange powder that I've made myself, but this fragrance oil, this smells like a fresh orange, like you've just bitten into like the juiciest orange. It's so nice. It's almost as good as their clementine, which is good because their clementine's been out of stock for a year. At this point, I think it's just not coming back. Alright, so you know what? I'll give it a tiny little whiz. Because I don't want it to be too heavy to go in on top of that. Was the rest of that sentence. I speak in half sentences all of the time. Oh, there's too much stuff. Stop being oily. Go away. Alright. Oh my god, it's everywhere. It's just everywhere. Those of you who are astute enough to notice, I've been wearing gloves a lot because I can't stand having sinus all the time and smells on my hands anymore, so I'm trying to be sensible. Alright, so I'm just pouring it onto the back of the spatula just to spread it out, and it will stop it from dipping down into the other layer because I want to keep these separate so I can see what they do. I don't really want that dipping down into that. Now I'm going to turn that around fairly slowly because if you turn around too fast, this bit that's not covered up will pop up. and then just do the same thing, and then once it's all covered, you're pretty good. That bottom layer was fairly loose, so I'm not going to push my luck too much. I can't believe how fluid this stayed. Like, usually the extra sugars will just wreck your recipe, so be prepared for that. If you use a juice, a lot of times it'll just go real thick real quick. Like I said, that orange does reverse trace a bit, so hopefully that's what, that's maybe what played in my favour. But yes, if you haven't tried range products, I highly recommend them. They are very, very good. Alright, so that's it. But that is just fluid like you wouldn't believe. I'm going to guess that the other ones that I have made today will be fine to cut tomorrow. This one will not. I'm going to guess this one will be too soft. So I'll bring you up a bit closer just so you can see that beautiful. Look at them. I mean, look how pretty that speckle is. I'm trying not to tip them all too much so I don't tip it out. But I mean, turmeric really does make a beautiful speckle. And then the shit's good for you. I know for me, this is just anecdotal evidence, but for me, I was in a lot of pain. I have really bad joints because I have arthritis. And found that turmeric tablets really helped with the pain. I don't know if it was because I was taking tablets and it was a placebo effect. I thought I got better, or whether they actually work. What the hell is that noise? Either way, it doesn't matter. They worked. So, and I'm not one that's easily convinced of natural remedies, because if something doesn't have peer-reviewed science on it, I don't believe it. So anyway, I'm looking forward to seeing what this looks like tomorrow. It'll probably just be all brown and horrible. It won't. At least the top layer should be not a nice colour because of the turmeric. So if you want a lighter colour, use less turmeric. If you want a darker colour, use more. Easy. If you don't want the speckle, you can put it in your lye water, strain it. But I mean, the speckles, look at the speckles, people. Alright, I'll see you later, Blake. Okay, so I haven't even cut this yet and I'm impressed. That orange powder, have a look at this. See if we can get you to focus in. Look at this. And then the top, and you can see all the beautiful turmeric. So focused, it's hard to tell. This is still actually a little soft, like I said it would be, and this is 2 days later. The edges are still a little soft. But look at that. How close can we get that? There you go, look at that. How pretty is that? So, I think oh God, there goes me corner. I think we can safely say that orange peel powder works. Ah, interesting day today. I think these need to be a little tighter still. Ching! Oh wow, okay. Wow. So the orange peel powder is very chunky. So and that could present, like, look, this is way too big of a chunk. That could present a problem being that chunky. But oh, look at that. Look at the turmeric. How beautiful of a speckle does that make? Oh, it smells amazing. But yes, this will be an interesting one to watch. It does look like it has, I don't know whether we have a slight discoloration. I think we do, because it's definitely darker on the edges. So I don't think that's a gel ring. Although sometimes gyrene can do weird things like that, so. It'll be interesting to see. That's the wrong way round. Yeah, you can see this one here. It actually caught on the wire because it's just, that chunk is just so big. It would need to be refined down further for it to be what I would consider to be fully safe in soap. These others are the wrong way round. Everything's the wrong way round. But yeah, this one will be an interesting one to watch and see what it looks like when it's cured. But you can see there's definite discoloration on the bottom of this. I've had this out of the mould for 2 days, so that's what that looks like. It's definitely a lot more yellow. But yeah, alright, cool. Well, these all look the same. But I think the orange powder has potential. It just needs to be, definitely needs to be powdered more, and then I think it would be good. I would definitely use it again. Can't believe it's held its colour so far. I mean, even the darker pieces look pretty awesome. So, and if you mixed them together with the turmeric, it might make a really interesting soap. So, there you go. Oh, that's right. Oh, crappity crap. We also left, these are both uncoloured other than the powders, aren't they? So yeah, you can see that the orange powder hasn't coloured the soap, nor did the juice, because we used the juice, didn't we? Yeah, whereas, I mean, that's a little bit orangey yellow though, isn't it? Whereas the turmeric clearly has changed the colour. So. Alright, well that's it. I will see you for the next one. Bye.